a bunch of us gathered to see the new Spinal Tap.
Indeed.
Which I don't really want to talk about. I mean, unless we're talking about it. So here's somebody going to sue me? Yeah, go ahead.
I think the Cleary one, you guys went deep on Jaws, so I think
we
can
really?
Go anywhere we want. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't? Okay. So here's my question, and no disrespect to anybody. I just want to make that clear. I'm sorry to sound ignorant. Were they wearing prosthetics to look older than they are? Because if you look at the actors now, they don't look as old. Was it because they were wearing the rock and roll wigs that made it, or it was because we saw it in IMAX?
I don't know.
But I'm like, they look better. Like Christopher Guest looks better, and I'm like, they looked worse, older. Were they supposed to look? Did I not get the joke? That's what I mean.
I don't know either. I think
were they supposed to look older in the movie, and that was part of the gag? Because I don't think it worked. Because I looked at Christopher Guest, and I was like, now that's what Nigel Tufnell would look like now. He doesn't look that bad.
Right. I don't know, and it's hard to tell because they did so much press.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like so much of their junket was as Spinal Tap, so
that's
they're
what I'm saying.
Doing still the full prosthetics, and I think it was probably prosthetics. It had to be. They don't look that old. I don't know.
So that was the gag?
Could be.
So are we to believe the original Spinal Tap we are to believe then that those characters on the first Spinal Tap were older than we perceive them to be because they're chronologically the same people? That's just one example of like, I'm not getting this.
We have to assume there was probably some hard living in there, given that it was Spinal Tap. So perhaps they aged a little more than the average person because of that.
But see, this is what I'm saying. We're still talking about it, which means to me it didn't work. I was like, am I not getting the joke? Because, example, Paul McCartney himself was in the film playing himself, and he is in his 80s, if I'm correct, and he looked better than them. So are we to believe that Spinal Tap in the 1981 movie was older than Paul McCartney then? Are they supposed to be an older generation? No. The whole gag didn't work. I was like,
yeah,
I didn't get it.
I'll give you even one more. I think at times it was almost distracting.
And that's what I mean. And I was missing other things because I'm trying to understand, like, am I to believe they're of an older generation than the Beatles? How could that be? It doesn't make sense because they were. Look how excited I've never been this excited before on my own show. But they were supposed to be like the British wave of heavy metal in 1981. You're telling me that Judas Priest was older than Paul McCartney?